In the sequence of online classes, today I am going to teach you rest part of the Svedan Karma. As you know, in the previous class we have discussed about definition of Svedan Karma and various types of Svedana like Sagni Sveda and Niragni Sveda. There were 13 types of Sagni Sveda, which we have already discussed in previous classes. In this today we will discuss about the indications of Svedan Karma according to various acharyas and contraindications of Svedan Karma, along with parts to be avoided in Svedan Karma and features of Samyak or adequate Svedana, features of improper Svedana or Svedana, and feature of excessive Svedana. So these topics should be covered in today's class. So let's start. As you can see in the slide, the first slide is about indications of Svedana Karma. Acharya Charak has quoted these slokas for indications, and this quotation like Pratishyaya chakasi cha hikka swasesva laghave कर्णमन्या शिरस्वले स्वर भेदे गलग्रहे अर्दितैकांग सर्वांग पक्षाघाते विनामके कोष्ठानाः विबंधेषु मुत्राघाते जिम्के पार्श्वपृष्ठ कटी कुक्षि संग्रह गृध्रशीषु च मूत्रकृच्छे महत्वे च मुस्कयोरंगमर्दके पादजानु उरुजंग अतिशंगे सर्वथापि खल्लिमासेषु शीतेश्च बेपथो वातकंटके संकोचायाम शूलेषु स्तंभ गौरव सुप्तिषु सर्वांगेषु विकारेषु सेदनम हितम उच्यते. It means, it is said that Svedana is useful in a pratishyaya, that is rhinitis, kasi, kapha, hiccup, breathing difficulties, heaviness of body, earache, headache, cervical pain, hoarseness of voice, choking, sensation of throat, facial palsy, monoplasia, quadriplegia, hemiplegia, that is एकांग सर्वांग पक्षाघाते, prostrated postures, abdominal flatulence, विबंधेषु, मूत्राघाते, urinary retention, excessive yawning, मूत्राघाते, urinary retention, विजृंभके, yawning, a stiffness of flanks, that is पार्श्व पृष्ठ कटी कुक्षि संग्रह, means a stiffness of flanks, dorsum, lumbar and abdomen. Gridhrasisucha, means sciatica. Mutrakritshes, dysuria, a scrotal enlargement, body ache, angamard, pain and stiffness of dorsum of foot, knees, thigh and calf, edema, several painful radiculopathy, indigestion, chills and shivering, subluxation of ankle, contractures, convulsions, colicky pains, a stiffness, heaviness and numbness, and such kind of disorders anywhere in the body. We can do or we can prescribe Svedana Karma. In simplified way, you can say persons who are suffering from neurological disorders like facial palsy, paraplegia, hemiplegia, bending of body, otalgia, sciatica, khalli, hoarseness of voice, spondylitis, backache, numbness, and cramps are suitable for Svedana Karma. And persons who are suffering from joint disorders like osteoarthritis, stiffness of joints, sides, back and wrists, pain in joints, contracture in joints are suitable for Svedana Karma. Other disorders where Svedana Karma is indicated include genitourinary disorders, suppression, that is suppression of urine, dysuria, enlargement of scrotum, suppression of semen, GIT disorders, conditions of mama, hardness of stool, constipation, a stiffness of abdomen, Kaphaj Vikara related to respiratory systems like coryza, cough, hiccup, dyspnea, asthma, and excessive yawning. Any type of pain, heaviness, cold, numbness, and shivering, in all these conditions, Svedana Karma is indicated. Acharya Bhagvat has similar type of views as Charak has indicated. And according to Acharya Susruta, one who is suitable for Shodhan therapy like Vasti Karma, Vaman or Virechana Karma, etc. Svedana Karma is indicated as Purva Karma. Svedana is indicated as Paschat Karma after the aggression of Salya after a normal delivery and in case of malpresentation of fetus. In case of piles, fissures, fistula in ano, calculus, tumors, arthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis are the conditions where Svedana Karma is indicated as Purva and Paschat Karma both. So this is about indications of Svedana Karma according to Acharya Charaka and according to Acharya. Now we will see contraindication of Svedana Karma, where Svedana Karma is contraindicated. Acharya Charaka has quoted these quotations related to this, that is Kasaya Madayan Nityanam Garbhinyam Rakt Pittinam Shatisharanam Rukshanam Madhumehinam Vidagdha Bhrashta Pragnanam Visham Madaya Vikaranam Srantanam Nashtsangyanam Sthulanam Pittamehinam Trisyatam Shuditanam Cha Kruddhanam Sochitamapi Kamalyudrinam Chaiva Chatanam Adhiroginam Durvalati Vishushkanam Pakshena Ojasam Tatha Vishaktaimirikanam Cha Na Svedam Avatarayat. Means the physician should be aware about sedation is contraindicated in those who regularly consumes astringents and alcohols. In pregnant women, persons with bleeding disorders, individuals with pitta predominance, those who are suffering from diarrhea and Sikka, patients with diabetes mellitus, inflamed colon, prolapsed rectum, in toxic conditions, fatigued, unconscious, obese, pitta predominant diabetics, individual having thirst, hunger, anger, depression, jaundice, ascites, injured, rheumatoid diseases, weakness, extreme emaciated, highly immune compromised, and those who often suffer from blackouts. Sedna should not be applied in those who have consumed medicated decoctions, alcohol, complications of poisons, and pitta prakriti persons, pitta and other pathic disorders. Pittina. It is also contraindicated in case of emergency, as in case of those who have burns, fractures, internal hemorrhages, urachat, chest injury, diarrhea, and in unconscious patient. It should not be applied in those who are suffering from jaundice, udar roga, injury, vatarakta, timira roga, diarrhea, and in patients of ojukche, emaciated persons. Svedana is also contraindicated in those who have intolerance of Svedana, like hungry, angry, plumpy, very weak, aggravated, fatigued, emaciated persons, and in pregnant women and in menstruating women. So these are the contraindications of Svedana karma. Now, next slide. In this slide, we will discuss about parts to be avoided in Svedana karma, or where Svedana karma is not performed, which part of the body should be saved from Svedana karma. As you have studied in previous classes, this quotation is very famous. Vrishno hridayam drishti Sweden mriduneva madhyamam vanchino sesam angavyav ishtata. Means, in the sensitive area of testicles, precordium and eyes, sedation is not done or done very gently. Moderate sedation may be applied in the area of groins. Madhyamam vanchino iti means moderate sedation should be applied or may be applied in the area of groins. In other parts of the body, sedation is done as desired. Says angavyavam ishtatah. But it is strictly restricted for Vrishno hridayam drishti. Means sensitive areas of testicle, precordium and eye, sedation is not done or done very gently. Mridu naibhava. Mridu naibhava. You can say the heart region, testes and eyes should receive very low degree of Svedana, or it should not be applied to them at all. Groin and lower abdomen should receive moderate Svedana. Delicate parts such as eyes and heart region should be covered with betel leaves or wheat paste, or some good heat protector should be applied to them, so that least injury may be caused to delicate parts, and the rest of the body may be subjected to a more powerful Svedana according to necessity. And the Svedana should be stopped when he chills, pain, rigidity, or heaviness ceases to exist either on the side of the body or in the limbs affected by the disease. Now we can see the features of Samyaka Svedana. Features of Samyaka Svedana. शीत स्थूल विप्रमेय स्तंभ गौरव निग्रहे संजाते मार्दवे स्वेदे स्वेदनात् विरतिर्मता. You can say inadequate Svedana. Following features you can find, that is a Sitoparama. शीत स्थूल विप्रम, शीतोपरम और शूलोपरम. शीतोपरम, it means disappearance of cold. शूलोपरम, relief from pain. स्तंभ निग्रह, relief from stiffness. गौरव निग्रह, relief from heaviness in the body. That is a गौरव निग्रह. मार्दव, संजाते मार्दवे. Mardava, softness and smoothness of the body. Adequate sweating, adequate sweating, that is a Sweda Strava. Remission of disease, remission of diseases, and desire for cold things. These are the features of Samyaka Svedana. You can see in Charaka, 14th chapter. Sutras. It in Charaka Sutrasthan, 14th chapter. And when you study about adequate or a Samyaka Svedana, you can also find some kind of features of improper sedation. If improper sedation will occur, then you can find some signs and symptoms which you can observe in a person who has undergone a Samyaka Svedana, less sedation therapy. And the opposite sign and symptoms of Samyaka Svedana, adequate sedation, will be observed, which include no sweating, there will be no relief from coldness, no liking for cold things, no relief in pain, and there will be no remission of the diseases. These are the features of improper sedation. In this slide, you can see here features of excessive Svedana. Excessive Svedana. Pitta prakopo murcha cha sharir sadanam trisha dah swarang daurvalyam atisvinnasya lakshanam. उक्तस्यासीति यो ग्रीष्म के सर्वशा विधि स्वतिस्विन्नस्य कर्तव्यो मधुर स्निग्ध शीतल. It means the symptoms of oversedation include aggravation of pitta, murcha, fainting, Sarira Sadanam, generalized fatigue, Trisha, thirst, burning sensation, Daha, Sarang Doravalyam, low or weak voice and weakness of limbs. In oversudation, the entire regimen is planned for summer season in Tasya Sitya chapter of Sutrasthana, and consuming food articles that are sweet, unctuous, and cool is to be followed. In this feature, or in this case, in case of excessive sedation, as the quotation shows, Pitta Prakopo, that is nothing but simply aggravation of Pitta dosha. You will find burning sensation in the body, fainting, heaviness of the body, weak and feeble voice, lethargy, pain joints, appearance of eruptions, blisters, vertigo, giddiness, symptom of Rakta Prakopa, thirst, tiredness, fever, vomiting, etc. So this is all about Svedana Karma. In next class, we will discuss some another topic. So stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.